Hi y'all, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you again today and the 12 cards for all 12 signs. So stay tuned for that if you'd like, or you can skip past the first part if you want to just watch the 12 signs. I don't have a computer with me, so it's hard for me to write in any details right now. I'm getting that stuff fixed. So I can't reply to your comments other than with the symbols like the heart and that kind of thing. So please forgive me if I don't get back to you right away. And thank you all so much for your likes and your shares and your subscribes. And please do subscribe. It does help me. If you want to support my channel, like and subscribe and comment. Of course, I love your comments. It helps me as much as I'm able to give you this information. All of the reciprocation just helps to expand the information that comes in and the channeled messages. So I truly appreciate that stuff. And if you should need any of my services, if you'd like a read or if you'd like a session with me, my email and my website are below at twinflames3344.com and at gmail.com. And also my CD is out there, Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames. If you'd like to buy a song from me, that's a great way to support me as well. It's only $1. And that's at iTunes, CD Baby, Google Play, and Amazon. Okay. So as I get into the read today, I pulled some zippers. I pulled some Kipper cards on a couple of the characters from the read because we had actually 3 nights. 2 nights were in the read and then a night after the read. And then the indigo was there too, which is definitely a character there. So it's very young energy with the knights and the indigo card. When I pulled the Kipper cards for the Knight of Wands, I got Sudden Wealth and Lovers. And so the Sudden Wealth card has this 777s on it. And the number of the card is 11, so Justice, and then the Lovers is 15. So the Knight of Wands in the center of the read was coming up with Sudden Wealth and Lovers. And then the official person, which is number 22, with a gift. And then Distant Horizons and Pathway, which are 35. Distant Horizons is 36, Pathway is 35. The gift is 17. Then the Knight of Swords, below that in the foundation of the read, I got Marriage, Wealthy Man, and Change. And then a message and another message of concern. And then the main male with a privileged lady and his thoughts about her, someone he's not with. Also, then I was getting around him the main female, which was number 2, with unexpected income, number 27, and then the thief card, number 24. And then the indigo card had despair with bad health, and adjudication, and courtship, which are 32, 31, 30, and 4. And then there was a mature female and a mature male with great fortune around this person. And then community, which is 39, false person, and family room, which are 8 and 21, apart from these two. So let's get into the read and we'll see. I just wanted to kind of give you that information so you can receive it as I go through the read, as it may come to you. And then we'll get into more Kipper cards when we do the 12 cards too. And I'll probably pull some now again just to reconfirm the energies for the characters in the read. So today's the 29th. And I definitely had when I meditated last night, I was getting past life images right away. I was seeing a woman at a train station, and she looked like the 20s, 30s, 40s era, around there. She definitely had a hat on, and probably more around the 30s and 40s than the 20s. I wasn't really getting flapper, but it was taking me back to that time period. And then I saw a woman with a cowboy hat next to a man, but the focus wasn't on the man. It was the woman with the cowboy hat, and they were walking down a dirt path amongst the fields, like, out in Texas or something, walking down a dirt road with high growth around them, whether it was wheat or cornfields or whatever was growing there. So it could be the Midwest as well. But that was coming up. And then this morning I remembered a dream, which was, they're always crazy, but the dream was with my daughter and her roommate in an apartment. And yet it looked more like a university science lab, with the sinks against the wall and then tables out there. And then there was all windows that walked out onto this huge patio, which again was like a university where you'd have a huge cement block where there were tables and stuff where people could study. And it was like that. And I remember going out to get away from them for a while, just to be by myself outside. And I don't remember anything negative. And then all of a sudden, there was stuff, airplane stuff, where I really felt the fear of someone flying around crazy above me. Like I'm on the ground, but I was watching somebody else flying around crazy in a plane, whether it was a old-fashioned plane or a newer plane. And then all of a sudden, I was walking down the street holding hands with probably the first person I never got over when I was young. You know, who never really cared for me, but I was holding hands with them, and then I remember it being my left hand, then all of a sudden my twin grabbed my right hand and started pulling me in the other direction, but you couldn't see my twin. They were invisible. And then I was cracking up. I'm like, what the heck? And I looked over at the other person, and I'm like, you know, my twin is pulling my arm. And then the person I was with looked over to see that it was real and kind of freaked them out because literally my arm was being pulled without anyone there. So it was pretty funny. But that was this morning. So as I get into the read today and the energies of today is the 29th. So the 29 is the Three of Wands. So it can be waiting for your ship to come in, like the standard traditional meaning, or for me, it's more about being present to what's just around you, you know, being present to the moment. It is an 11, which is very spiritual and visionary, very feminine and peaceful. And the day adds up to the 49-4, which is a 4, of course. But it's also the 9 of Cups, which is your wish coming true, but also finding emotional fulfillment on your own, just from yourself. So we have the 4 of structure and stability and survival on this planet. So it's like a low-level manifestation, whereas the 8's more manifesting your dreams come true. But 4 has been very much about how to survive on this planet, very much about life and death. 4 resonates with that information. So we have the 11 or the 2, it reduces to a 2, but 11 is a power number, so usually keep it at 11. And then the 4, so the 2 and a 4, and then the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So being present to your self-worth and your self-happiness. So I cut the Sirian Starseed deck, which is the main deck with the big cards here, at 10:12 to 10:13 this morning. Of course, 12 is the Hangman, 13 is the Death card. So of endings. And 12 is an ending too. It's the end of the cycle. But 13 is the transition. It's the portal. It's really the death, right? Because you can't go back once you're through the portal. And then the read was finished from 10:59 to 11 o'clock right on the dot. So it's the 11th hour and then literally 11 o'clock, which is literally the 11th hour. So it's very much about, you know, the 11th hour, you know, right before the hand strikes midnight for Cinderella to turn back into a pumpkin. So that was coming up. The major arcana for the read were Shadow, which is like the devil. Alchemy, like the Temperance card, was before the read. And then we also had, Shadow was in the read though. Shadow was the near future position. And then Indigo came up around the Divine Masculine. And then the Star card came up in the blocks that he needs to clear. So again, this is for the twin flame Divine Masculine, but of course the Divine Masculine is contained within the Divine Feminine as well. So it applies to all of you. There's 4 swords, so it's very heavily weighted on the swords, which has to do with thoughts and words. So being in your head too much, or telling or talking too much, you know, telling too much of your story. So 4 swords, then 2 cups and 2 wands. There were no pentacles whatsoever, so that has to do with money and practical things. The Knight of Wands was there, the Knight of Swords, and then the Knight of Cups after the read. So 3 nights was important, so that ends up on September 1st, so that's significant for somebody. Again, this is a general read, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't make it fit. Don't force it to fit to your situation. For the code line, only the number 5 came up. So 5 and change, expansion, competition, all of that energy was coming up, very significant, revolving around forgiveness and manifestation. And that forgiveness may be the key to your ability to manifest. If you don't forgive, you may be blocked from your manifestation abilities. Also, I was getting the word no with the lines through it. So we're definitely getting that no is not an option here. There must be forgiveness for manifestation. Also, the Five of Chalices was coming up, which is the grief card, but also has to do with regret, guilt, and shame, and not passing the baton or not letting go of that third baton to run the fourth leg of the race, the last quarter, right? The 11th hour. It's holding on to the past, not allowing it to go, not allowing the new to come in, or the future or the present moment to come in, actually, not seeing what's right in front of you. So it's about letting go of the grief, because that's keeping you in the past. And you are no longer the past. You're a collective of everything that's happened to you in the past, so you are no longer that past. You are always the new in every moment. So I was getting an alternating current of the faux or the false show of power, an aid to bridge in aiding grief, where no is not an option when it comes to forgiveness and manifestation. Also with the AC for alternating currents was coming up air conditioning, so that can have to do with air signs, conditioning air signs. Also the autocumulus clouds, which came up this week in the reads. I was also getting the African coast and possibly the Barbary coast as well. And AC, of course, is Atlantic City as well. And anything else that might come up for you that's AC can apply to this. But I was getting the African coast for some reason in a false show of power. And then the EIG, which is the Euro-India Gateway. So that can literally mean the Euro-India Gateway, so the connection from England to India. And also can mean just bridging the gap in general. So there's definitely a false show of power coming up here. Literally the word phony came up, as well as faux. All right, two different things. So regarding alternating currents, so going back and forth, so someone who keeps changing their point of view, or hot and cold, right? And then air conditioning, needing air conditioning, which is false, right? It's false comfort, basically. And then the autocumulus clouds, and we just talked about Moses and how there would be a cloud above their heads during the day to remind them that God was still there. So that was coming up Atlantic City, the African coast, as phony aid, false aid in the Euro-India Gateway, or in bridging a gap of passing the baton. So kind of like the false gateway of England to India, really. They should be their own people, their own countries, just like each person should be their own sovereign being. Okay, it's a false gateway because it just has to do with control. Feeling also the Five of Chalices has to do with feeling sorry for yourself, loss, regret, and not having God or Jesus or source or love or creator, that energy, that connection to your higher self in your life. It doesn't matter what you call it. This is not a religious channel. I have no religious upbringing, and I accept everyone for who they are. So in a way that was helpful to me because I wasn't conditioned to a certain religion. However, that also gave me the wound of feeling excluded from groups. So everyone has their own journey in that respect. But it was definitely about forgiveness and manifestation. And always rely on you being the last word on all of your beliefs and decisions. Not relying on other people to make those decisions for you. Certainly be open to what other people have to tell you, but always make yours the last word, the last feeling, actually. No forgiveness, no manifestation is not an option. No is not an option, and the Divine Masculine will not take no for an answer. So this is coming up, and everything around forgiveness and manifestation. The numbers here, besides the number 5 that came up in the cards today, were double 4s, double 10s, the sequence 7, 8, 9, 10, begin again, so the end of the cycle, so the 11th hour, and then 45, which is that 5 of Cups, so that came up again, as well as 57, the 3 of Swords, 24, the Queen of Wands, 12 is the Hangman, and then 422 came up as well. 422. Oh, interesting. I think, is that, I'm not sure if that's the highway I'm thinking of. Not. Yesterday I told you 309 came up as a highway near me. I think 422 is one of our highways too. I'm just blanking out on whether it's that exact number or not. But anyway, we get right into the read. And it's Thursday, by the way. Here, anyway, on the East Coast. The Nine of Orbs, or Nine of Swords, starts out the reading. And I'll show you these cards here. So this is the Ace of Crystals, or Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Alchemy card, or the Temperance card here. And then the Four of Crystals, or Pentacles here. On top is that Nine of Orbs, or Nine of Swords. So with that Nine of Orbs and the other three cards, they were upright except for the Four of Pentacles, which was reversed. So fear, shame, and chronic purging was coming up, as well as being in hell. You know, instead of heaven, hell on earth. About new life, about new money, or an angel, or patience in letting go to repair things or make amends. An offer of new life by an angel for the masculine to open his heart, energy, time, and money to fix a home, make repairs, or just to let go in general. There is great fear here, suffering, stress, and crying at night or unable to rest. Possibly, you know, some may be having headaches at this time, and that's what's keeping them up at night. But at night, or at the past full moon, the masculine may have been felt called to action, or had their wake-up call, an angelic connection, or dreaming, or woke up in the middle of the night, in fear of judgment, of being called out in front of the class. So here, fear of presenting, or just going back to school when you're young, and all those fears are coming up here to be cleared. Performing or juggling with perpetual high vibration on a quest of injustice to, or by, exposing everything. In the shadows of the night, afraid of full exposure, but in the day, feeling much better, because there's full light. Early to bed, early to rise, to avoid the murkiness of the false light. Low vibration is fight for. High vibration, exposure to light. Instability of self or a house, or moving, or an end of marriage in the aftermath of lies, a split, and BS, pulling the sword out of the hermit's back, coming clean about all hidden truths and lies in a painful death and betrayal of the hermit with the light. The gate wide open and a long way down in the falling from grace. Ghosts of past, present, and future have been making visits to the Divine Masculine, and the hermit shedding light on them hitting bottom. The bleeding out, the severe pain of nowhere else to go but up from shame and guilt. And that was at 11:39, which is Justice and the Knight of Cups. And by the way, the Knight of Cups is clustered here at the end of the read, all reversed. So the Knight of Cups is really struggling, not offering love, right? Because they're not able to, or maybe learning to pull back love on people who are taking advantage or they're not resonating with. So then I was getting, they call us gypsies, tramps, and thieves, and of course that's from Cher. But every night all the men would come around and lay their money down. And this is just paraphrasing here, she was 16 and he 21, picked him up for a hot meal and a ride to Memphis. Papa would have shot him if he'd known what he'd done. With the gate wide open and lights on all exposed, any sneakiness done in the dark, money and gold bars hidden in the walls, fuzzy socks may have left evidence. A child in need of help or an opportunity or money from the Empress reversed, or the Empress reversed is an opportunist, or a mother and child, and they both are. Or it's her friend or her sister too, a false prophet, or just no intuition used, just all brute force. Or secret passion is out, or secret money stashed by the Empress reversed and the High Priestess reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Pentacles reversed, a child, may have leaked it out, or may have taken a little from a secret stash, or the child stole money from their mother in secret, or again, a lot of new money has appeared but is suspicious in nature, so people not knowing where it came from, if it's a child's money or the Empress reversed, but she's partnered with the High Priestess reversed. So that could be her not using intuition, or it could be a separate person, but definitely someone who's attached to her, a friend or sister, something like that. Or the Empress reversed and High Priestess reversed are planning on living off the child's income, or the Divine Masculine fears he won't be able to take care of all these people. Could be a secret miscarriage or abortion as well. She had a much bigger gold coin in mind, so someone who didn't want another child, because they have dreams of their own in mind. Or the Empress, High Priestess, and child all reversed are fighting over new money. Taurus, Pisces here, also Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, and Sag, or all three are upset about a new life or starting a business and have no idea what they're doing. So calling in your soulmate was coming up for the masculine, and underneath that was playfulness. So get into your playful spirit, and then there's a calling in of your soulmate. That yes, this is your soulmate. Divine masculine may be afraid of secrets getting out, dependence on their partner or their dependence on their mother, or where money came from. New life or money to Sagittarius or to an angel, and slowly spending as to not raise any suspicion. Sisters who are partners in crime, pulling in a child to offer their way of life, or 5D otherworld exposed and coming full circle, incomplete, world upside down, as the judgment comes out of whether or not someone goes to prison, or a court case is almost done. Reaping rewards or just waiting with bated breath, father and kids, or father with two lovers, karmic ties up. Karmic ties and the masculine up at night at home, or in a courtroom or watching at home from computer or TV, resisting the death, the transformation, the transition, or resisting the death penalty, and they could be on jury duty as well, or resisting a near-death experience, but actually going through that. So 17 was coming up here again, just in the cards from the numbers from the cards, but also judgment. So star, so there could be a star witness in a court case and judgment. Judgment on two sides. Could be a lot of women involved in the court case. And also, there's always two sides, right, to each judgment. But 17 was coming up as star energy, right? So being exposed to all, or stardom, or dreams come true. And then also the lovers coming up, and the strength card, or Leo and Gemini. Could also be related to this. And Aquarius too. Aquarius, yeah, definitely Aquarius as well. There could be two Aquariuses involved in this read, actually. That's the second time I got Aquarius twice. Judgment overturned of a previous decision, so someone changed their mind, or a court decision was overturned, or it's just a media circus, or family in the waiting room at a hospital or rehab waiting for release, or one partner is resisting a breakup only because they know the other will get the kids, and that was at 12:15, which is the hangman and the devil. Or the kids are old enough to decide for themselves, so if they lose a relationship, they lose all the money because they think that the kids will go with the other parent. So again, this is the hangman of hanging in limbo, trying to see other perspectives, or feeling hung out to dry by the devil. All right, so someone with codependencies, or the codependent relationship between them. I never promised you a rose garden or no bed of roses till death do us part, as she really has tried to kill him with overwork and or addictions, enabling one way or the other, or karmic with a lover and the divine masculine with the kids in a near-death experience. Moderation comes up as number 14, which is the Temperance card. So very much about moderation and balance. And then underneath that was physical activity, which is 67, the Knight of Pentacles, which by the way was the only knight that was upright today, and it was the only knight that wasn't in the main part of the read. So there was 3 knights within the read, 2 in the read, 1 right after the read, the Knight of Cups. But the Knight of Cups came up several times in that area anyway. And all 3 of those knights were reversed, but the Knight of Pentacles is upright, but the only one not in that main part of the read. Or there's a public figure that's been tried in the media. Destiny and divine timing comes in to trip someone up, to make them drop their facade and break patterns of powerlessness and dependency of the Page of Wands reversed, which is frustration and lack of inspiration, to bring new love to the King of Swords to free himself. Destined new love, self-love, and freedom to take a leap of faith. So in the underlying energies, there's some really positive energy around the King of Swords. We have the Fool upright and the Ace of Cups and the Destiny card all upright around him after feeling like a powerless child. However, some of those cards change within the main body of the read. So, for example, the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune, is reversed in the main body of the read, although the Ace of Cups is upright. The King of Swords is reversed. So there's still some stuff that he's working out, but he's feeling in the underlying energy that he's got it made, right? His freedom, his love, the love that he wants to give. So defenseless to destiny and fate, and powerless to love, the masculine seeing the power of love. The King of Swords looking at his childhood of the Page of Wands reversed and how far he's come to be the fool on the fool's journey, destined to love. That what's the point of the chess game without it? No pitter-patter of little feet on the ceiling or sneaking in the back door, getting home late. The point of it all, not the outcome or the destination, but the journey, the fool's journey, the fun, the skipping along the way. The skywriting and constellations, the ribbons and rings, the surprises and expressing yourself, whatever that should be for you. From uninspired child to class clown to adult with the truth or integrity. It's all good, it's all self, but the highest honor is love and the faith in it. The fool's journey, I'm getting major connection on that. The fool's journey through fear of falling, the nightmare we all have as kids, to being playful and calling in their soulmate, to not using intuition and a near-death experience to learn to be moderate and active as well. In the recent past, I'm going to get into that, but let me show you the cards first. All right, so we have the Nine of Orbs or Swords there. The recent past is the Eight of Orbs or Swords. Foundation there is the Adept of Orbs, which is like the Knight of Swords. And then you have the Magician under there too. I just wanted to make sure you could see that. And then we have the Hermit upright as well, okay? The middle of the read is that the Adept of Wands or Flames, the Knight of Wands, and then challenged by the Five of Chalices or Cups, that recent past you saw, and then here's the other underlying energies that were very positive for the King of Swords. And then as we scroll over the crowning position, we have the 10 of Cups, as you see the 3 of the 10 right there, okay? As we scroll over, and by the way, that was reversed energy today, the shadow appears here, which is also reversed in the near future. And the masculine seeing himself as the Four of Flames, but that's reversed as well. So we have the Romance Angel cards there, and then around the masculine, or how he's seen, is that indigo energy, which the Magician's upright today. Things he needs to clear is the Star card, which is upright also. And as we get to the end here, we have the Seven of Swords, which is reversed energy today. But the depiction is very different in the Sirian Starseed deck because it's very much about passing on downloads and flying in a balloon. Then we have that Knight of Cups reversed above that, and then the Two of Swords, which is also reversed, giving clarity to the situation. And then we end on the Lovers, but not before there's all that negative energy in between from the family, because the 10 of Pentacles is at the top there. Okay, and then we just have a small amount of cards down here, which is like a sidebar note. And that's where that Knight of Pentacles is, away from the situation. He's upright. And then the 12 cards, we have the underlying energies there at the top. So the Temperance would be the bottom of the deck, and then the 3 next down. And then we start with the High Priestess over there for Aries, going across down to Pisces as the 12th card, the 3 of Swords. And then these are just summary cards, which I'll get into. And I'm also going to pull some Kipper energies too. So you'll have that as well. So let's just finish the end of the read here first. So recently is the 8 of Swords, which was upright today. So being in the prison, feeling stuck in your anxieties, your mental prison, stuck in the emotions without peace, paying out debts, scammed, or inequity in a relationship with the King of Cups, taking it slow with lover or affections of a new love offer, feeling trapped or fearful of unconditional love and freedom, not trusting self to know what's best for you. The foundation for the masculine is holding back information, an announcement, or rushing into war. Being wise and introspective, shedding light before release of information or someone's wrath. The Magician or manifestation is a manipulation as the masculine is seeing it, right? Because the Magician he manipulates. So seeing it as a lie or a divide, a split, that's the BS. Yet why did then Excalibur release from the stone? The Hermit, the Queen of Swords reversed, turned into stone due to so hurt turned to stone in fear of the hurt the magician would bestow upon them. Yet the magician holds the power of the DNA, the direct connect, and may have caused the pain, but can also release and remove the pain to reverse the final decision. And that's at 1248, which is the Hangman and the Eight of Cups walking away and within to find what's missing in their life. In pulling the sword from the Queen of Swords, the statue of stone, the harsh truth comes in, but at least this suffering is bearable. The unknown, the X factor, is taken out of the equation. The center of the reed is the Knight of Wands, but it's reversed. So this Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, both reversed here. Holding back passions in chaos of instability, a move or an end of marriage or family, or detoxing thereof, healing and forgiveness gives clarity to the King of Wands reversed, a Leo or ego out of control, ego death with abundant family, and a move and or disconnect. So the Emperor reversed, standing up for themselves or defensive with issues about the workplace due to grief, sadness, or regret, guilt, and shame, fear of letting go of the old for the new, or the third baton to complete the fourth leg of the race. Sneakiness or half-truths at work with a third party or gossip or overindulgences, whatever it is, but if this is the work situation where there's issues or someone quitting or employees or partners quitting or just not seeing eye to eye or the Divine Masculine leaving, or about an ending at work and family life, or now coming clean about all of it, the grief and the regret. The masculine done aligning and done overworking, done with unhappy family or lack of emotional fulfillment. The King of Swords reversed with dreams of ascension or moving or traveling, or the King of Swords reversed with Aquarius and Cancer, unhappy in a group or always having to defend himself to the family for everything at home or work. And that King of Swords reverse could be the Aquarius as well. And it could be an Aquarius Cancer person. So there could be two Kings of Swords, all right? That King of Swords in the beginning of the read, the underlying energy, is all about love and destiny and freedom. And then there's another King of Swords here who's reversed, who could be Aquarius. So if one's Aquarius, the other one's most likely Libra in this read anyway. So there's patience with judgments, announcements, dreams, healing, exposure, and fame, or angelic announcements, or a wake-up call, or dreams that have been exposed, or Sagittarius, Aquarius, so two Aquariuses, and a Leo living in the past, or always looking or going back to the abundant family to tell everything, so telling on him, or for money, or to do things the old way of the patriarchy, the establishment, focusing only on people of wealth, but no happiness or fulfillment. So this is coming up as the masculine's family with the Ten of Pentacles there. And that could be just family, or it could be family business, depending on the situation. Or the Divine Masculine exposing all of the overworking he's had to do for the family, to move and travel with no love shown in return, just jealousy, insincerity, false light and frustration, creative and sexual blocks at night, especially at the full moons. Now for the masculine crowning is the Ten of Cups reversed. The wounded warrior in an unhappy family. The wounded warrior, the Knight of Wands upright, making a passionate move to dump all their burdens and rise above to freedom, to a journey, to a leap of faith, with the Queen of Wands on his head about negative past of her bad childhood of sexual abuse, or her difficult kids that she always has to take care of. Or that the kids are being difficult. Maybe you had trouble with your teens and one is promiscuous or the other one is full of love but is so innocent you worried about them getting taken advantage of. Or the Queen of Wands is, their past is returning, going back to their old player ways, or old boyfriends always coming over, or messaging, or messages of love, or complaining about the Divine Masculine's past returning and holding back passions due to his new love, or a wake-up call with an angel to ascend, holding back feelings of abandonment and destitution. And that was at 111 as a car raced south at 112. So that's the Magician and Justice, and then the Magician and the Hangman being hung out to dry, feeling abandoned and destitute. Standing up for self in exile, of or with the Queen of Cups, with their synchronicities and avoiding the dance with them, the grounding and integrating, standing at the gate and not making a decision to go through, just going back. I was just getting back to investigate, or back to injustice with wealth and power of the institution, the establishment, the unhappiness. Hanging in limbo with a ton of burdens just to get caught with their pants down for not putting it out there and refusing to be love. Soon is the shadow of chaos and carrying that burden one more day, or choosing the left of the new, the more feminine, the twin choice remains in her prison with him, or him choosing a path that may land him in prison, or anxiety, fearing that if he makes a switch, he'll have no freedom. Reaping rewards of great pain, painful ending or betrayal, unless he comes clean about issues and grief through work. The Divine Masculine choosing self-fulfillment and rising above injustices of the enemy, the war within, and the Empress reversed, unhappy family and shady business. Coming out of the shadow, detox, to be happy alone. The justice for the Divine Masculine is the justice is the happiness of him finding within himself. Then the Divine Masculine is seeing himself as the Four of Wands reversed, unstable or in an unstable home or marriage, unhappy family or ending, no joy in spending to fix the home that's incomplete, one-sided connection in the aftermath of sudden events or epiphanies. Family with overindulgences to mask unhappiness and spending the little that they have to fix something that is unfixable, incomplete, upside down, or karmic connection to the neighborhood and chaos is stronger than their connection for him, or vice versa. Or just moving, ending a marriage to salvage any connection that's left in the aftermath, or just seeing eye to eye on the need to move and end things. Around the Divine Masculine, or how he is seen, is the indigo magician in full power of angel. The patient, being patient, walking away and within, and resting in quiet time with prayer and meditation, clearing the blocks, Divine Masculine, of the stars, just the constellations and the other planets, the galactic life, Egypt, Atlantis, or healing, dreams come true, clearing blocks about being famous as well, or just fully exposed. New love offer from the enemy within, without a message, or only mean words, or immature communication, or spying, that he will get his wish, being happy alone as the King of Pentacles, or unsure how to get from self-happiness and master of manifesting to bridge the gap to offer love, past these other uncomfortable energies, to release the prisoner. Masculine must clear blocks about dreams coming true, that you can heal, and also about galactic life and exposure to self, fear of exposing himself to other people as well as other beings, humiliation wound, thus rejection, abandonment, betrayal, and injustice all in one. Manifestation came up in forgiveness, but even more so for the masculine today is new beginnings and rebirth. And that was at 140, which is the Magician and the Page of Cups, that new love. The innocence of love. Delay or holding back passionate feelings and arrows of love. Not rescuing, not having heated debates, but taking a risk to come clean about jealousy and sincerity and refusing to be love. Feeling like a failure, staying under the radar with no attention, no success, not wanting to get attention for leading the way. No love, no attention at night, controlling third energy to rise above and be happy with self. Inspired to hang out with the Queen of Swords to see new perspectives and drop burdens of attention and speak about jealousy, insincerity, and emotional immaturity, and refusing to offer or to be love. Always needing to know more before they make a decision, to get more information before making any changes. Checking with family before doing anything. Family blocking his truth, his divine feminine. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor reversed, and the Hierophant reversed. A group falling from grace, tripped up, made a fool, lacking faith, or grieving the old and not allowing the new, and powerless to codependency on each other completely. And then there's lovers and affection that the masculine misses because of this block, that all is love. So resistance to change in overworking, not working, looking back, going back, or living in the past to start over in love and not settle this time, holding back the third energy or frustrations. There's new passion with options and synchronicities this time, and offering help or offering the gold coin, but slowly helping others down on their luck or feeling abandoned like he has in the past. Experiencing the near death, dark night, and things not working until you do the work, the shadow work, the unraveling of the past, the knowing that boredom is time to ground and integrate, and then dump the old to see the new. Know who you are before you go forward for new passions. So suffering from an offer of a new life, to be patient and open-hearted, holding back with negative words, and moving through instability to magical manifestation, imprisonment and holding back passions, challenged by the grief and the detox of dark energies, to heal and dream again, to end the emotional cycle, to come clean without overextending your love to those who don't resonate. Only what feels good, the authentic love for self and the authentic lover. Suffering, purging, and prison of freedom. So some may feel like freedom is a prison, because maybe some of the divine masculines who are in a very wealthy situation because they're of their family or their karmic's family have given them everything they've wanted, except there's no love there. So they may see freedom as prison. The Knight of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed, ending a family and emotional cycle, challenged by grief and regret. Moving, ending marriage, detoxing and coming clean. The Indigo, Magician, child inside. Dreams come true for those willing to believe in love. So dreams can come true, it can happen to you if you're young at heart. The X, the establishment, the religious leaders falling into grief and powerlessness in order to rise and be lovers themselves. So anyone who's falling is they're falling to do the same thing the twins have done. They fell into dark night of the soul in order to, to be reborn into love. So now we're going to get into the 12 signs and see what comes up for this. I'm going to pull some extra Kipper deck cards as well. So let's turn this a little bit so you can see those cards better. All right, so we have at the top, like I said, this is the underlying, this is the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you can see this card. Nope. Let me pull that over for you. My pen. So we have the Empress. The Empress is up right here on the bottom of the deck, but this is actually the 5th card down. All right, so when 5th card down is the Empress, and then the 4th card was here, the Sun reversed, the 6 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and then the Temperance card up there, which was upright. So the Knight of Wands here is upright, as well as the Temperance card is upright. I'm going to show, I showed you all the cards, but I'm going to tell you before I put the Kipper cards down, since they'll cover them. So the first column is fire, earth, air, and water. All right, so this is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer up top. So we have the High Priestess reversed for Aries. Taurus is the Queen of Pentacles. Gemini's got the Lovers card today, and Cancer has the Ace of Cups, which is really beautiful up here. Leo has the King of Pentacles. Virgo has the 6 of Pentacles. Libra has the Page of Pentacles reversed. Scorpio has the Chariot. Sagittarius has the 4 of Cups reversed. Capricorn has the Ace of Pentacles. Aquarius has the 2 of Cups reversed. And then Pisces has the 3 of Swords. And then these will general cards I'll go over at the end. I'm just going to remove these cards out of here too so we have more space. All right. So I'm going to clarify with the Kipper deck and then also my Rider-Waite mini cards. So this is the Kipper. So for Aries through Pisces, for the best and highest good of all those concerned watching. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? This is for Aries through Pisces, August 29, 2019. Everyone take a deep breath. Aries to Pisces, Aries to Pisces, Aries to Pisces. Okay. So Aries to Pisces, for the best and highest good of all those concerned. Let's clear all negative energies and fill with only beautiful organic love and diamond light. Aries to Pisces, all 12 signs. Okay. All right, so for Aries, we have concern. For Taurus, we have expectation. And that's with the Queen of Pentacles. They kind of look the same there. Then for Gemini, we have the Child, and there's the Lovers there, so there may be someone who's getting pregnant. And then for Cancer, we have change with the Ace of Cups card. That's beautiful. Then with Leo, we have the Message. So Leo's getting a message or giving a message. And then Virgo, Six of Pentacles with marriage. Actually, that's the second time this week that Virgo has marriage. And it looks like it's balanced as well. Then Libra has poverty. So that's why the Libra has the Page of Pentacles reversed. They may have had a change of fortune. And then we have Scorpio, which is journey. Okay. So Scorpio's got the Chariot and journey. So they're definitely traveling there or moving. Then we have Sagittarius is sudden wealth. It's a beautiful card with the 3 sevens. And that came up with the Knight of Wands. So that could be some Sagittarius energy. And then we have Capricorn is the Lovers. Okay. So that's really nice with Gemini had the Lovers too. And then we have Virgo with marriage and the Lovers. So someone who's got Capricorn, Virgo, and Gemini in their chart, and Cancer too, has really amazing energy there. Actually, all of them have some good energy. Let's see. Except for Libra is struggling today. This is for Aquarius, which is the main female, but does two of Cups reversed, so they may be going through a breakup. And then Pisces has the mature man. So a mature man may have broken the Pisces heart, or the mature man may have gotten his heart broken, or may have some heart issues. There may be some heart issues for someone's father. And just for everyone, I wanted to pull an extra card, and we have Great Fortune for all. Really beautiful. I'm going to put that back in the deck in case I pull some more. The bottom of the deck after I pulled all those is Judication. So there's definitely some kind of justice that's going on here. It doesn't have to be in a formal court, but it can be. What's under that is a coffin. So someone's definitely dealing with death and inheritance issues. All right, maybe someone who's worked really hard on a path and not getting what they expected. So let's see what else comes up with the mini deck, okay? So we'll go through each sign. So all the fire signs have Temperance. We're going to do fire signs first. Temperance is all about balance and patience, and also the journey of taking one step at a time and being angelic, getting your wings perhaps. So we have Aries with the High Priestess reversed and Concern. And the High Priestess reversed can either be not using your intuition, and that's why there's concern now because they didn't use their intuition, or that a secret's out, or there's a secret passion, and this is the person concerned about that coming out. But it has to do with being patient with a secret coming out, or patient with people who don't use their intuition. So he definitely looks like he's concerned either with other people who don't use their intuition, or even a daughter, because he's come up recently with a daughter too that he may be concerned about, and he may be having issues, and he may be the older man who's got health issues and not sure how long he'll be around to take care of this person who doesn't know how to use their intuition, or the other person worried about the secret coming out, or their own secret passion. So let's see what else comes up for Aries. Okay, well, I'm clarifying. I'll leave those 2 cards now for each sign down here so you can see them better. Take another deep breath. This is for Aries, and then for all the 12 signs. The best and highest good of all those concerned. Clearing all negative energies and filling with only beautiful organic love and diamond light. What do we need to know? Okay, so for Aries, I'll pull that down for you guys. So Aries, we have that High Priestess and the concern. And so how is that clarified? Why do we have those 2 with the Temperance card above? I'm not finished shuffling, but they're kind of choppy, so it's hard coming out. But definitely the Queen of Pentacles made herself known, so she's next door in Taurus. So Taurus and Aries could be the same person, or the concern could be about this Aries, about their Taurus daughter, like I said. But let me keep shuffling and see what comes out. I'm going to shuffle one more time, because when it's choppy like that for me, sometimes it's just because I need to do shuffle one more time. Okay, that's better. All right. So again, the High Priestess comes out again along with these two cards. High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Knight of Pentacles, only she's upright here. So someone in using their intuition to make a bold move or travel or ascend, this can definitely be ascension energy, to go forward and make an offer. This is someone in their intuition, then second guessing themselves. This is the man of concern. He's concerned that either this person in their intuition made a decision, or this is his own decisions, now that he may have new information about something else, may second guess his own intuition, thinking maybe it wasn't right. Or the secret came, worrying about the secret coming out, but the secret did come out and now is okay, is really good. So we're maybe worrying for nothing. This is Aries. So again, the High Priestess reversed, but then it went upright. Being patient and balanced, taking one step at a time, like not worrying, because there's, worrying, there's no point to worrying. You stay present, and then all is well. You just take one step at a time. And this is Scorpio's card. So Scorpio's involved with Aries as well, or they could have it in their chart. I don't believe the Knight of Pentacles came up anywhere else right now. All right, so that's Aries. Then we have Leo is here. I'm going to pull that up. All right, so Leo has the King of Pentacles and a message. So it's either receiving or sending a message, and it's sealed with, it's sealed message. All right, could be sealed with a kiss. So let's see what comes up for Leo. Why does Leo have the angel above as well? The Temperance card. And this very much, the Leo energy here, whether that's Leo or somebody else, can definitely be very angelic energy. He's responsible, has wealth, and probably takes care of a lot of other people, and is very patient, taking one step at a time with a message. So this is what Leo has. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands reversed, and then the King of Swords upright. So there may be, this is somebody working to align or crack codes, or just getting their things in order, working on details. This could be someone getting their will in order as well, since that just came up for Aries. But the Page of Wands is uninspired or impatient. They're frustrated. There may be some frustration with somebody else at work. Now, King of Swords is upright here too, so this is between the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, so they could be brothers, since the child is coming up here. Or it could be one person's child is working with them, and whoever this is may be getting in the way of messages, or sending the wrong message, or sending a bad message, like not it doesn't resonate with them, so it's sending the wrong message. It's not the message they wanted to get across, or literally this could reference a child, or one or the other acting like a child at work, blocking other people's messages. Okay. And someone in fear that this energy, whether it's the adult or the child, could mess up everything they've worked for. All right, so maybe someone's being too patient with a child, or an adult that acts like a child, or just an employee, someone who's frustrated. So these are very positive energies. The only one that's negative is that Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands can be, it can just be an immature physical message too. It could be someone having a tantrum, you know, someone who has physical tantrums, whether it's an adult or a child, sending the wrong message for the business. Or if it's a health issue, it could be a child with an illness, or like I said, it could be this older man who's worried about his health and worried about not being there for their child and getting their affairs in order. So it could be getting their will together. That could be the message. All right, that's Leo. And Leo, you know, rules the heart, so it's all about heart issues as well. So it could be some heart issues going on for someone. So it could be broken heart or medical issues. Or it could be someone who has passed recently and people are dealing with the will and getting the paperwork in order, but someone's not behaving. So again, that could be a child or an adult, or it's just the communication of not going after their inspirations, or someone else blocking their dreams. Let's go back to that. Let's go on to Sagittarius. And we have the Emperor at the bottom. I mean, it's very positive energies. The only one is that, so it could be a sick child, you know, that makes things very difficult because it's just hard to take care of them. Or maybe a child's been hanging out at work, either to learn or because for babysitting purposes, they had to stay at work, but they're kind of getting in the way and it doesn't look good for the workplace, maybe giving them a bad or false impression of who they are. This is Four of Cups reversed for Sag. So that's about starting over in love, or just starting the emotional cycle over again without completing it. Not settling this time, and here's sudden wealth coming in. So someone may go from being bored, grounding and integrating a relationship they're not really happy with, and then coming into sudden wealth. So let's see how that clarifies, along with being patient at the top and balanced, taking one step at a time. Maybe somebody waited a long time for this. Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is getting, this is an opportunity or an invitation, a chance to learn, but this is about not getting their wish. It can be someone who's unsatisfied, unhappy, not getting their wish. Could be someone who's drunk a lot. Or it's someone who's just totally dumping all emotional attachments for a new opportunity. So whether the sudden wealth is there or not, someone may see it as an opportunity of sudden wealth. Okay, and this is working through emotions as opposed to walking away and within. This is feeling into the difficult emotions, or just dealing with them and not working with them at all, just feeling that negative energy. Or this is just someone totally dumping every emotional tie in their life to start from scratch again. Literally. It's like starting completely over. I'm like disconnecting from everyone they know now to start over completely. Okay, and then the star cards coming up, which I'm not going to put out, but yeah. There's definitely very positive energies coming out for this. An opportunity to start fresh with a whole new world. All right, it's definitely coming through there for Sagittarius. And then finishing the column here with the Emperor. So having maintaining control, or the opportunity to be Emperor. But it's all three about regaining control over their life and being patient. And that's why the Emperor can become Emperor, because he doesn't worry. He allows things to happen in due time. He knows there's due process. And that can have to do with court as well. All right, so now we go into Earth sign, which is the Knight of Wands at the top. Knight of Wands here is upright, so it's passionately riding in, just being busy, working out, getting errands done, playing with your friends, going over to fire sign's house to hang out with the angel. So we have, I'm going to put that back up here. Now we have Taurus. So Taurus is the Queen of Pentacles, like I showed you, and then expectations, and her expectations, and they look like the same person. So it could literally be just repeating the same information to confirm it, but it also could be twins. It could be two sisters. It could be two women who are twins who are coming together. Or it can be sisters who look alike, or friends even. Let's see, why does Taurus have these two energies? All right, so Taurus has the World, the Six of Wands, and then the Seven of Pentacles. So very much about completing a cycle, or wanting to travel, or expecting to travel around the world, or complete a cycle, getting attention, success, and leading the way, and reaping the rewards of the money they've saved. So she could be expecting a windfall, or expecting to travel around the world, maybe waiting for an inheritance and expecting then to spend that money, or someone who's going to get money in a divorce. But either way, she's already got money and she's comfortable. So maybe it can be the opposite too, where she's very comfortable and has expectations to live that lifestyle. But with the Seven of Pentacles, you know, that's more of a moderate lifestyle. It's not like an extravagant lifestyle. So it may, her expectations may not be reached. But either way, it's fine. I mean, but she may, you know, kind of be spoiled here, expecting, you know, maybe she was jet-setted around the world all the time, or the queen of the neighborhood. Or this could be also the Seal Divine Feminine, all right, going on the journey and not expecting a ton of money, right, which is fine with them. But maybe meeting her expectations. So it's whether, you know, we're supposed to be letting go of outcomes and expectations, right? So how can you be disappointed if you don't have an expectation, staying present in the moment and just enjoying the journey? It's really that message about that. But someone's expectations and either way, it doesn't look awful. It just may be that this person is expecting more than they're actually going to end up with. But either way, it's good. We have the Knight of Wands up top. Someone rushing in maybe to save them, save the day. And then here's someone with everything they need. So again, this could be Taurus's expectations or what they end up with. It's hard to say right now. Then we have Virgo. Virgo has the Six of Pentacles and the Marriage card. Okay, so this is an equitable distribution, and this is a very balanced relationship. So Six of Pentacles in the marriage. Let's see what else comes up with that. We have, again, getting busy. Someone could be passionately writing in for a balanced relationship and a marriage. Or getting busy traveling. So Virgo, why is the marriage and the Six of Pentacles for Virgo? Okay. So look at that. So this is the end of their troubles, bliss, as the lovers come in. Wow. Guys, oh my God. I've never seen those three together, ever, I don't think. I don't think I've ever seen them together. This is bliss. This is a union. I'm sorry, guys. That's pretty amazing. I can't do anything more than that for Virgo. All right, that's between the Knight of Wands up top and then the Sovereign down here. This is union, all right? This is bliss. This is the end of the suffering as everything comes together. There's nothing more to be said right there. Then we have Capricorn. Capricorn is the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. So this could be related to Virgo and or Gemini, because they have lovers too, but there's a child up there. And that could be the love of a child too. The lovers doesn't have to be a sexual relationship. It has to do with affection, physical affection, and practical affection. So this is Capricorn. Either way, those two cards are amazing. So Capricorn. Wow. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups, and then the Knight of Wands is reiterated from the top of the group. The King of Wands reversed, and then awakened, or it could be a big head. So this could be taken two different ways. This person can be pissed with a big head, or just exhausted and in their awakening, which is what I'm getting. But it can be someone, this person can be thinking about riding into the Queen of Cups, okay? But their ego may be getting in the way. See how his back is turned? This is really what he wants to do, but his ego is getting in the way. Or he's angry, right? Maybe he's angry at her, but either way, this energy wants to come toward her. Or it could be two separate people where someone younger than her is coming in because he waited too long. Or that's not the person that she wants. So it could be two people or it could be one person. But either way, these are just clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, which is offering a new life, and the Lovers. This is, offering a love relationship. So someone is rushing in to offer love. And, the Ace of Pentacles is about full contentment. It's like a fully balanced, perfect life with the Lovers. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is the other end of Virgo. It could be for sure. Okay? But either way, it's beautiful. The King of Wands there, I just feel like he's just exhausted. I don't think there's anything negative there at all. Okay, this is definitely an awakening. If it is negative, it's just his ego is getting in the way because he's tired and angry, or he's ill, or he's just been sick because he's not been on the journey, right? Stressed out. Okay, but awakened. So that's really beautiful too. Queen of Cups is a water sign, but also can reference the Divine Feminine for sure. And here's someone dropping all their burdens as well. All right, so I'm going to put that with that card as well. And then for all the earth signs, it's really beautiful because that's the feminine sovereign. Usually the Nine of Cups comes up for the masculine sovereign because they need to learn about their emotions, and the feminine has to learn more about manifesting things. All right, so, and then this is coming up too. So this is recovery from any financial or any other practical issues. So let's go on to the air signs. So we have Gemini again with the Lovers and the Child. So let's bring those down. And this could be someone just feeling like a child again, feeling like a little girl again because their true love came here. Or it could be the love between a mother and a child, or a father and a child. And we have the Six of Swords at the top, which is about peace coming in, finding a peaceful place. Maybe finding peace for your children finally. Let's see what comes up here. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Body of the Lovers and the Child. Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands reversed. So someone offering love to someone with their child, like worried about them being a single mother and someone not offering love because they have a child or kids. Or two kids. All right, so we have detox here too. Or someone, the Queen of Wands may have had some, she may be a single mother worried about ever getting love again because she has kids. Or someone who needs detox because the Devil reverse came up, or has been through detox, or a child's been through detox. And this can go either way. The Two Cups could be her kids, or these two could be her kids, or she's just surrounded by children, and that's the Lovers. This could be a teacher who went through something difficult and all the love around her of the children. So it could be someone even in a divorce where her kids and their friends give her so much love to make her feel better. It makes her feel really warm and loved. Okay, it makes her feel like a child again. Or this could be someone who's ill and the children are coming to visit her to make her feel better. Okay, so if someone's in the hospital or just ill at home, this could be a little physical illness. The children make her feel so good. Either way, it's about the love of the child, whether it's your inner child. It's someone finding peace in a detox. And even if they're in a detox or rehab or hospital, people coming to visit them makes them feel like all the worthwhile, right? That people haven't forgotten about them. Or it could be someone who's been, mean and has a bad temper, and everyone loving them in spite of that. So if they had addictive issues and now are in rehab, all the people they were really bad to, who they hit or they yelled at or they, were really mean to, or put up with their tantrums or crazy stuff that they did when they were drunk, whatever it was, them still coming, giving them love, and then it's really like turning their whole life around. That's really beautiful too. Or it could just be messages coming in. Like if someone's sick, it could be getting lots of messages to get well soon, or someone just had a baby. Someone could have miscarried if she's reversed. It could have been someone who just had a baby, or maybe had multiple babies, maybe had twins or triplets. Okay, so somebody definitely could have had multiple kids, but finding their way back to a peaceful place, either way. Okay, so then we have Libra, like I said, is the Page of Pentacles reversed and poverty. So let's see why. But this is someone finding peace, all right? So this is someone in need, obviously like a child who's orphaned or has no place to go or has lost a family. So maybe someone's been kicked out of the family or was disinherited in some way, or just a child who doesn't have anything and is in need of help or money, or who's an opportunist because they've been made that way as a child, okay? Always looking for money because they were homeless. All right, so that detox card was coming up from before. Let's shuffle up and see what else is coming. This is for Libra. Why? Why do the Page of Pentacles reversed and poverty? This could be with Leo too, that Page of Wands reversed. A group may not want them here because maybe they have some kind of mark on their record and it will make the group look bad. And they're in need of opportunity, so people are turning them away because they won't look good here. Or maybe they're not wealthy like they are. This just flipped over within the deck. So we have Ace of Swords, the Wounded Warrior, the Four of Wands, and the Death card. So it's definitely some kind of truth came out. Feeling wounded, but not giving up. This could definitely be losing a home or leaving a marriage. Or a death. So home, marriage, or a literal death. But it's the end of something where the truth came out to set him free. But it has to do with monetary value and his self-worth. Learning how to love himself without money. Or somebody triumphed over him, and this is him, the Wounded Warrior, the Page of Pentacles reversed, or in poverty. Someone got his home. Maybe that was his family home and he lost it in a divorce, or lost a marriage, or that the home was condemned because it was not fixable. But either way, there's full transformation here. So it is a blessing in disguise. They may not see it right away, but look, I told you, the star's coming out right afterward. So this is a blessing in disguise for Libra. They may not be aware of it yet. Or they may be. They may have done it on purpose. They may have left money because they realized how impoverished their spirit was because of it. So they may have left money, a family, marriage, or never got the inheritance they were supposed to get in a death. But like I said, this is coming up right after that for Libra. So there's major hope and peace for dreams to come true and healing to take place. Okay, they just may be feeling, they may be going through dark night right now, but it's like coming, it's like over. The full transformations happen, and they're finding peace. We have peace at the top, so it's definitely working out all through this card is now, because that Six of Swords at the top. So now it's just about feeling defenseless to the energies and no longer caring anymore, finding the present moment. So I'm going to put that back though for Libra. So it's actually positive. It's a blessing in disguise. So for Libra, don't worry about those other cards. The truth is here, so the truth will set you free. And it's actually a good thing right now. It's like a full transformation to your dreams come true and finding your way to peace. Then we have Aquarius. Aquarius has the main female and the Two of Cups reversed. So that definitely could be a breakup, or just at least not seeing eye to eye. Maybe they don't see life the same way. Main female and Two of Cups reversed. Why is Aquarius? have this. But finding peace. All right, so there's some kind of options, and some, it was coming out this way first, but either way, this is the first card out. So some kind of sudden event happened, or epiphany, and it's full tower right now. So that means they're going through the event of the breakup, or they're not seeing eye to eye. But I don't think she's affected very much because she feels like she's got a lot of other options. Or it's the masculine Aquarius who broke up with this main female here. But either way, the breakup was very sudden because someone else already has their eyes on something else or someone else, or on just having lots of other else's, all right? Someone doesn't want to be in the relationship anymore. There's definitely a disconnect here. Let's see what else comes out here. All right, so these three cards are coming out next. So we have the Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords reversed, and then the Four of Swords. So all swords is very much about communication and thoughts. The word, spreading the word about release from prison, whether it's a physical prison or a mental prison. And this is about getting rest and connecting in the 5D. Rest, having quiet time, praying, going to church, or laying something or someone to rest. Someone finally free with the truth coming out, and the truth came out for Libra. So this could be connected to Libra. So there could be someone with Aquarius in their chart who's connected to Libra. Okay. All right. So that's... It could be a breakup. It also could just be, if it is a divine feminine, it could be her in disconnect with the divine masculine, and then a sudden event comes where the masculine starts seeing synchronicities all the time, and then all of a sudden comes forward with a message to free her from her prison of 5D. So that could be the opposite as well. If it's a divine feminine, that's the case. If it's a karmic, it's a split of a relationship. And this is coming up after that. So coming clean, so this is sneakiness, half-truths, but also coming clean to any illegal or immoral activities or sneakiness. All right, and then the air signs end up with working through difficult emotions. Or not walking away, but dumping out all prior attachments, but staying right where they are. Maybe making the other people leave, or working through the difficult emotions, going into them instead of trying to avoid them. And that's how they will find peace. Then we have Cancer at the top. So the water signs have the sun reversed up top. The sun reversed can just be feeling drained, low energy, could be sick, over-radiated, overexposed, sunburned, all of those things, or just burned in general. But Cancer has the Ace of Cups and change, which is beautiful. So despite that energy of being low energy, or it could just be kids draining you as well, Cancer has the Ace of Cups and change. Why? There may be a new car as well. Someone might have been gifted a car and they're like, I love my new car, right? So this is coming up for Cancer. I'm going to shuffle again and do that again because that was kind of iffy, the way they were coming out. But that's an announcement, a judgment, a decision's been made. After long suffering and the fighting over, there's now new passion offered, new creativity. Maybe after long deliberation, they finally decided that their kid could have that their kid could have a car. So the mother's happy about it and the father's not. But it doesn't have to be about a car. It could just be about offer of love. After long deliberations and finally maybe a divorce decision coming down, or announcements, a wake-up call, maybe the masculines are finally awakening up after long suffering, after a long battle is now over, and now either accepting or seeing the passion before them. There's an offer of love and passion, maybe one way and one the other, but they're both in the same direction. So either way, there's going to be major change for Cancer in love. And there's passion here too. It may be a very long time coming. like I said, it could be a new car too. I got a new car. Could be kids who've been really pain in the butt or just draining, or they've been down in the dumps, the kids, and someone just got a new car, which really is going to make them really excited. Maybe the kids have been through a lot too, especially if it's been a breakup. All right, so now we have Scorpio. Scorpio is the Chariot, and number 10, the Journey. The last one, the change, was number 9. I haven't been telling you all the numbers, but I've been showing you the cards. You can see the number on them. So the Chariot and the Journey are very much all about travel. And we have train, car. Let's see what else comes up here for Scorpio. Why does Scorpio have all this travel stuff? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands reversed, the Two of Swords reversed, so 2 2s, and the Strength card, which is also Leo energy. So they may feel like they have no options because now all the information is in. They're clear on a decision to be strong, to tame their inner beast and go on the journey. And it doesn't mean they're traveling anywhere. They could be traveling within. They could be ascending. This could be someone saying there's no options. All the information is, I know what I know, and I am strong. I am woman. So there could be someone saying that for sure with Scorpio. I am woman, right? All the information in, all the bets are in. And this could have to do with a Leo also, or ego. It could be his own ego or somebody else's ego. Could be someone else who's a Leo. But there's Cancer energy here as well. But it's like decisions have been made. There's no choice anymore. The decisions have been made. The path has been chosen. So whether the path is ascension or the vacation or the move, it's been done. It's like the path is set in motion. Like you can't go, there's no going back now. That's what I'm getting. So somebody might have left family behind, or may have lost money in a move or a change of jobs. And the Queen of Swords is reversed. So this is not happy energy, right? This is dysfunctional family. It could be verbal abuse. It could be a big loss of money because of someone's lies, or someone's just giving someone else the silent treatment, who left the family. Someone came clean. So this could be the person might have been sneaky or half-truths, but then came clean to the family. And or somebody else came clean to her and the family. She may be part of the family, and they're not okay with it. So now Scorpio has to go. Go your own way. So that song's coming up. To go your own way. The die is cast. The path is set. I just keep getting that for Scorpio. There's no going back. Okay. I'm going to put these cards back in though. But it's very positive. I mean, this is very powerful strength of Scorpio. This is like the Phoenix rising. We have all this, and there's no vacillation here at all. What's done is done. It's time to tame the beast and be strong. The decision's been made. The train. I can do it. Okay, so the little engine that could's coming up too, the little engine. Thomas, so Thomas, the name might be coming up. The little engine that could. Okay, so it's really powerful transformation for Scorpio. And we have for Pisces the Three of Swords and the Mature Man. So like I said, that could be with the card up top. There could be illness for all three, because we have the Sun reversed. It could be some kind of physical illness. So this could be somebody with heart issues, or someone whose heart is broken, but it's the mature man. Let's see what Pisces has. So also with Scorpio, since we had the Sun reversed up top, there could have been an illness in the family, and they can't take it anymore, so they kind of had to leave. And maybe the others are mad because they left, because they're stuck dealing with the illness. Or with Cancer, maybe after dealing with a long-term illness, they're finally done dealing with it. And so maybe that's why one of the kids is finally getting a new car, because there's some relief now. Or somebody else is getting a new car. But let's see Pisces with the mature man. Okay, so again, we have some illness here. So someone may have passed already, or someone is in the hospital, or someone's just out of control and exhausted, or over-radiated, overexposed, burned. Someone got burned, right? So definitely could be a fall from grace, an illness, or a death around. This is, there's two older men. So it's definitely someone, a father, grandfather, uncle, or a boss who's either sick and getting treatments or may have passed. There's no death card here, but it really has to do with no energy. Okay, someone may be over-isolating or had been over-isolating is coming out at work about their illness. Could be mental illness as well with the Hermit reversed. Okay, so whether it's physical illness, mental illness, or just going through dark night of the soul, it could be as well for someone who's older. Or it could be about someone who died recently and the death card's not coming up because it already passed. Okay, it could be that as well. But this is for Pisces, has to do with an older man. And heart issues or broken heart or separation. So it could be someone who's separating from work as well due to illness. Or a partnership is breaking up because of illness. Or they just can't handle it energetically anymore. Or someone got burned. So there might have been some kind of internal theft or betrayal within the family or the business that caused this breakup. But now it's coming out at work. So whether someone's bringing it out purposely or just got out at work, it's coming out for Pisces. So they should know. Or coming out about some kind of award. Somebody might have received an award, but he didn't want to bring it up because he's, not feeling well, or doesn't like the attention. Or, as a female, you could just be dealing with a male going through all these issues. It could be that a grandfather is babysitting for children and he can't take it anymore because they're both too tight, like they're crazy, running around all the time, and he's just too old to do it. So that could be one situation as well. He's heartbroken to say no, but he just can't handle it. That's for Pisces as well. Okay, so just defenseless to the energies and being present with them for sure. So we end up this bottom of the deck with the Hierophant, which can be God. It can be anything of commitment or tradition, establishment. It can be a Taurus energy, and then the bottom of this deck is Taurus as well. So there's two Taurus energies, and yeah, I'm gonna pull one more Kipper card, see what comes out for everybody. The last four cards, just to read them together. Here's the Emperor again. So the Emperor and the Sovereign. So this could be one person being single again, or two people working through their difficulties, their emotional differences, in a split, or cutting through the crap, right, and just getting to the bottom of everything, or dealing with a lie that came out. And that could be a couple, it could be a father and daughter. So for all 12 signs, what is the message? What is the final message for all 12 signs? So it's coming out that somebody went to jail of high honors. So someone in high place fell from grace because they stole or got caught doing something. Could be a mature woman as well. Okay. And there's the court after that as well. So this could be something public that has nothing to do with your family. It could just be what's going on in the public eye. That a woman who's in public office or some kind of fame or notoriety got caught doing something and went to jail. There could be some kind of military connection here. or just someone who feels like their life had been stolen from them. You know, maybe by the energies around them. So someone could be going to jail with the court for sure, or maybe just some kind of lawsuit. Someone for, you know, for suffering, that kind of stuff. And then the bottom of the deck is the false person. All right, so there's definitely something like that going on. All right, let me know in the comments. Again, I don't have my computer, so I can't answer formally on my iPad. I can only hit the hearts and things like that. I can't unless I write a full comment, which I guess I could do, but it won't go back to you directly. So you'd have to look back at the comments. But either way, drink your water, get your rest, be joyful, and rise and be love. Bye.